This is Somers Thin Strip, the manufacturing company that, due to an equipment failure, just dumped thousands of gallons of hydraulic oil into the Naugatuck River. The oily sheen has been seen down south of here, Naugatuck, Beacon Falls, Seymour, etc. And Deep set up hydraulic booms to try to absorb some of it, but it's not going to do much. The oily, the river is already a cesspool. Just a couple months ago, a waste treatment plant accidentally dumped millions of gallons of toxic sewage into the river, and that river's been a dumping ground for industrial waste for decades. I really think there needs to be harsher penalties for things like this and more oversight, because it seems to happen all the time, and there's nothing discouraging companies from being safer about it. Our kids are going to inherit a toxic wasteland, and I'm not sure. I don't know. Just kind of messed up that they could get away with this, accident or not. I could actually see the oil, the hydraulic oil. I came to the Naugatuck River right near the manufacturing facility where they spilled the oil. Even though it's been raining so heavily, it's flooding, you can see it. I don't know if you can see it on my camera. I hope you can. Towards the bank where the water's moving slower, you can see it. If you live anywhere between Waterbury and Long Island Sound, Naugatuck, Beacon Falls, Seymour, Shelton, this affects you. So now I'm at Linden Park in Naugatuck. I was in Waterbury at the site of, just south of the site of the spill previously. And again, you can see the oil. Keep in mind, this is 3 days. Yeah, 3 days after the spill occurred. Now I'm at Riverbend Park in Beacon Falls, and guess what? I can see it. Now I'm in Seymour. Of course, there's no evidence or reason to believe this dead fish has anything to do with the oil spill, but I can see the oily sheen in the water very faintly. It's impressive because of how quickly the water's moving due to the rain. I can still see it here in Seymour. Although it's not as... oh, it is actually pretty obvious out there. If you live anywhere in the Naugatuck River Valley between Waterbury and the Long Island Sound, this affects you. This gets into the water table. This affects your children and their health and their futures. If you care one inkling about the natural world, if you ever wanted to see a bald eagle in its natural habitat, bald eagles depend on fish that they catch in this river. this affects you. I don't know what kind of consequences they'll see for this, but it seems to be becoming business as usual for this kind of accident to happen in the Naugatuck River Valley, and it's not acceptable. This is also in Seymour, and you can see it really well right here. This is just north of that waterfall that we just saw. Just before it. This is what thousands of gallons of hydraulic oil looks like in the river. Not good for anybody. This is the Naugatuck River walk in the town of Ansonia. We're now about 5 towns south of where the spill occurred. And we can still see it in places where the water slows down.